there's just some things you don't really know when you're streaming what you're going to run into. And this particular plot is no exception. We had an incredible time just finding out this person on the tour board. Just, it blew my mind away, the kind of things that were happening on this plot. I can't even really tell you that much more about it. One of the things that was super interesting about it is that this started out as a Switch plot. And it transitioned from a small amount of houses into like a full-blown town, having cozy spaces but still have that open feel. I want you all to prepare yourself for what you're about to see. It's going to be incredible. It's one thing to see a beautiful build on Palia. It's another thing to see how it came about and why it was done the way that it was done. If you enjoy yourself, don't forget to like the video, follow me for more Palia tours and Palia content, including hot takes, and I will see you all very soon. So right now, I remember when I came into this plot before, I was facing the absolute wrong direction. And today I have a very special treat for you. I have Kelly on voice, and we're going to be interviewing her in a separate video, members only, to get the deets. I am just overwhelmingly excited to kind of get walked around because it's just different as what it is. Kelly, how are you doing today?
Good, good. Yourself?
I am doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. I absolutely love this. And last time that we were here, it looked like you'd made some upgrades, you know, with regards to the Halloween stuff. And it's so fun to see how things like change season by season, but you're my tour guide where we're going. I'll follow you.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a real communities. You have some add-ins during the holiday seasons, something like that. So, by
Nice.
the way, before we got into the plot, these opening statement piece, the frame and the painting, I just want to quickly say these is exactly set up as my TV and Switch.
Oh, nice.
So, because yeah, because I normally play on Switch. So when I log in the game and logging on these plot, basically it looks exactly like my real life is.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that's a little, yeah, that's a little bit background story.
And that's why we
Because
do this.
yeah,
That's exactly why we do this. I love that kind of backstory. And I
yeah.
mean, you got some incredible things. Like you got some little tiny pixel art. Tell me about this. Like what was your thought behind it?
Well, the youth one was basically when I'm bored and I was playing around. But the thing is, because of that opening space, the opening statement with the frame, I tried to keep the front area nice and open, so
Hmm.
nothing too high would draw your attention away. So I don't want distractions. So there's not much decorations I can do. I managed to do something around the mailbox. Well, the
Yeah.
shipping being not quite there yet, but still trying to figure
Still,
out how to do what.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Where should we head to next? Because I mean, I remember this plot. The frame right there is such a statement too. I kind of want to go clock counterclockwise actually, because you have such
Concept.
really good like interpretive things. You've created some mushrooms out of these tables, and now you created your own choppa? That's nuts.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still trying to find the right piece for his eyes and mouth now, but it's still struggling.
Oh man. And I also
Yeah,
remember
I was
like this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would say probably start with the centerpiece. This is the first one I built on this plot. My original plan for this plot was just something very small scale, so just one building, gardens, and that's it. So this was where it all started.
Nice. Do you want to start in the center house then? Walk us
Yeah,
through
the
it.
center house movie. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That sounds
So
good to me.
yeah, got a little something outside. And this was like way before, probably in July and August before the terrace was out. So I made my own twist.
Yeah. You know, I refer to that kind of execution style as technicore, and to me it's fascinating that if there are gaps in the game as far as like what you're wanting to do, people who practice
Mm.
technicore, they make the game that they actually want. So I can tell like you didn't like the way that those couches look, so you found a way to put rugs on them. I mean, that
Well,
is
I don't like things like constantly too uniformed. If I got three or more piece that looks exactly the same, I do some twist on it. I add in
I
something different.
yeah, people are taking notes right now.
Yeah, I was obsessed with these break wall look at the time, so it's like, oh, I have to make it.
Yeah, that is really, I appreciate you pointing that out, that particular context, because oh, I love this flower work too. Kind of how you
Mhm.
put them around these lamps so they make like a big display. Oh,
Yes.
and I also see
Well,
you got the tiki bar stuff to kind of frame out those windows.
well, this is the piece I would say that sometimes I feel like it's not myself building something. It's more like a certain piece finding its own position because it was just fading too nicely, too perfectly, too smoothly.
Ooh, that's deep. Ooh, that's deep. Oh, that gave me chills. That is like that is going to resonate with some people. Um, that is a very oh man, this kitchen area. It's like that is such a very intelligent thing. It's not necessarily about you designing. It's like you're taking these items and they're finding their home. That's
Yes,
deep.
because a lot of time I'm just holding it like against each corner on this plot. Like, does it fit here? Does it fit there? And then, well, I just find it's on the spot.
That's yeah. That's so cool. You take these items
Mhm.
and you make them into something more. It's not just a matter of, you know, crafting an industrial shelf. Like you're taking things and you're giving them new purpose, new meaning. I mean, like this bedroom, and you know what's cool? Like from my perspective as a content creator, we have
Yeah.
community members that they're looking around. They're basically like my reconnaissance, you know, and they're scouting out all of these different homes to check out, and they're just like, you got to check this out. We go check this out on stream, and I don't know if you were present or not, but just everybody was quite blown away by the level of creativity that was everywhere, and
Thank you.
I love the insight that you were giving me. Like that's entirely why I do this. It's like when you're going on the tour board, and maybe this is my my personal beef with the tour boards. You can see some really incredible things, but in my mind, like you're missing out on you. Like, what were you thinking when you built this kind of stuff? And you're just like, you know what? It built itself.
Yeah, and I do like heavily inspired by real life interior designs on this plot as well. So a lot of the wall design or the looks are inspired by certain photos I came across on the internet. So especially this flower wall is where these properties all started from. I was
Yeah.
looking for something used as a room divider, but still keep that openness because I know I'm building something small. I know that a lot of things would be happening on very limited space, but I still want to keep that openness. So a little bit safer will be great.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, this dining area is very busy to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's really fascinating. And you know, I want to remind everybody, like if you are absolutely enjoying this, don't forget like the video, leave a comment. What do y'all think so far? And also, there will be a separate video exclusive to members only where I'm going to be sitting down and interviewing Kelly and asking her all of the deets. So don't forget to check that out too. I
Yeah,
This is interesting. Tell me about this structure. We don't have this structure in the game. You're
these
just like, I'm gonna make it myself.
exactly. Well, this is the last major project added on these plots. So it's very recent. I added last weekend, I think. For a real long time, I really want to do something like reference to traditional Chinese buildings, but it's a little bit hard to do that. I attempted a few times before and failed miserably until I came
Oh,
across a photo, which is a garden design back in 2008 or 9. I think it's Chelsea Flower Show. So they have this structure reference to a traditional Chinese building, but they only have the bones. I was looking at the bones, the beams basically.
yeah.
I was like, that's something we can do in Palia.
Oh
I should be
yeah,
able to do
totally.
it.
Oh, totally.
Yes, and I think since you're on PC, if you're from this angle and looking at it, where are you? Yeah.
I'm right here.
Do you find my little moon in the water?
Your moon. Oh, that's yeah. That's nice. Wow.
Yeah.
That's special.
Unfortunately, it doesn't show on Switch, and I normally play on Switch, so
Oh,
a little bit view. I enjoy it every single time I've got a chance to hop on PC.
oh, thank you for showing me that. Thank you. That was totally worth it. That was totally worth it. Like that kind of stuff, that is peak Technicore. Like when you are utilizing the effects of the game, like you're that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm following you. Where shall we head next?
Yeah, this one maybe. This is second property added on this plot, changing my whole plan, by the way.
Oh, I remember every one of these houses was just an absolute treat because
Yeah,
everyone
since it's
was just different.
Yeah, since it's very small build, I just probably wait outside. I can still peek you through the window, but otherwise I might block your view. This one was because I discovered how to properly do a floating on Switch, because previously it was pretty much only PC players. And
Right.
then I was so excited. And I'd be like, I want to build a staircase. The first time I want to build was staircase. And then Little Renton came out, so the whole thing
Yeah.
turned into a Little Renton build.
I always like to comment on anytime we get new things in Palia, decor items, landscaping, that the dynamic of the plots change. And sometimes it can be in very subtle
True.
ways, sometimes it can be in very complex ways. But every single time that there's something new added to the game when it comes to decor, the dynamic changes of these house tours and things that were like interpretive sometimes can have an item that becomes a better fit. You know what I mean? Like you're using these items to kind of paint a particular portrait, but along comes the Lily Ratten set, and like you said before, you're like, this is your new home. This is where you belong.
Mhm. Yeah, and
Oh,
these one, I just really like that the staircase, and also the shower room are
oh
on the
yeah,
side. So you
yeah.
don't get to save them. You still have that openness. They're out of sight. They're hidden out of your eyesight. So especially the shower room, you don't get to say it when you first came in. You need to walk around a little bit, come
Oh
out, and then
yeah.
say it.
That is
Yeah,
something
so
that's super intentional and special about these house tours because this is another thing that you are effectively in control as to how you want your house to be presented. And I mean, you can give people little hints and signs and stuff like that, but otherwise, if you just kind of have your house on the board, people are just going to run around, however, and they may not actually get the full scope of your plot. You know what I mean? They might just be in and out for a short period. I think one of the coolest things
yeah.
is when people use these pavers to create new little things. Like you created like a really artsy coffee table. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is my outdoor barbecue areas. And well, it used to be a little corner, almost like a dumpster. It's just all those pieces are made in extra, and I don't know where to put it. I just dump it here. So again, they found their own spot.
I just think that's super impressive. Like there are some incredible talent in Palia, and for you to just kind of say, it's just a doodle, you know? That was just me playing around. It's just like, dude, that's wild. That was wild.
Yeah. And these archway with the cutting board. These one, I think these one was I saw something on was it that game called Tiny Glide?
Oh, Tiny Glade, yeah. Oh, I love that game. That
Oh
game is good
yeah,
stuff.
that one. Because I came across a tutorial video, and one people was telling others how to make the archway, the arch door.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's something we can do in Palia with a cutting board.
Oh, yes, yes. And some of the people that we meet along our tours too, you know, there are other building games, and it's just like, oh man, just seeing what their mind cooks up is always fascinating. I like
Yeah, and
these boxes here too.
yeah, little pond. Because these one was what I initially planned for the one we just visit. So this was supposed to be the second build, but later Brandon came the way. They're like, push away everything's behind. So
This
yeah,
is
these one will be more like
very
yeah,
modern. Like the very
yes,
modern looking
exactly.
staircase.
Yeah, these would be something I'd be living in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the wood, the metal, the block, and the brick. So industrial, modern, and utilize the capital shake as well.
Oh yeah. And like for me, one of the things that I think is I like to call it like creatively frustrating is that I can't capture these homes in without some like camera stuff, because I really wish that we had like a proper photo mode in Palia that I can just kind of float around with the camera, because I would make some cinematic stuff out of a lot of these designs, and I'm limited to like the camera that we have in the game. But hey, I make it work. You know, there is a lot to capture because it is from the perspective of, you know, first person. But I'm just drinking this all in right now. You got a lot of really cool designs just in this little space, and I'm about to head upstairs and check that out too.
Yeah, the butterfly wall piece on the wall was supposed to be like a fence and handrail on the second floor, on the upper floor, but it doesn't quite fit, so it becomes more decorations.
That's a pretty nice loft area though, especially with that capital chic stuff. And I'm always really fascinated too with how people use lighting in Palia, especially with flowers, because the flowers, they can look quite differently in different lighting. So yeah, I'm following you.
Yeah,
Amazing,
so
amazing
that
stuff.
yeah, that's pretty much of the side, and we can hop to the other side now.
Nice. Costume change, quite appropriate.
Haha. Well, I added a little bit something here after recent update.
No way. No way. That's
Oh, let me
awesome.
try.
Ah.
Yeah, you need to jump slightly. So it goes with my mask. That's why the costume changed.
Oh. Okay. All right.
This is my
Here's the thumbnail
hideout.
right here. That is the thumbnail. That is the thumbnail.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
where I goes like, I summoned you, you evil um potato pies. So yeah,
At the end of the day,
that,
you know, it's important to remember that like Palia is a game, and there are some
Yeah,
people that can take it really seriously, but have fun. Yeah, I like that. This is you having fun. Such a very creative build, especially with you being a deity.
yeah, that one. And then you've been at my temple before, which is
It's
observatory.
been a minute. It's been a minute. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just something that you lose when you don't have somebody on voice to kind of tell you all about it. And I'm just having so much fun personally. I hope you all are too that are watching. The flower work, the lighting, how you have made these plushies just kind of come to life is nothing short of amazing.
Well, I just want to quickly point out all the whole plot is built on Switch except for that tray. I was
Oh,
experiencing some PC glitch, but it was just too good to be taken off.
yeah.
So I left it there. It goes with the chandeliers look and it goes with the water rain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, have it
The
there.
chandeliers, I mean that, the kinds of applications that people do with the items. Oh, tell me
And
about
so
this.
some
This wasn't here when I was doing the tour live.
yeah, these was a very recent add-on, the community garden. I was trying to do some outdoor designs, but I just don't have the whole floor kind of thing. So these was also reference some of the garden show photos as well.
Oh,
What a little bit absurd about this was I was going to do just like layout papers, putting the flowers, and that's it. But I already got papers in, some flowers down, and I came across all those photos of a garden show somewhere in China on that same week. And I was like, I have to do it myself. I have to do something.
that's
And I,
amazing.
yeah, tear the previous design all down and restructure this one.
I love that you are also citing where you get your inspiration from too. That's oh man. The fact that you use the mirror to make like a kind of a water feature with the flowers,
Yeah,
oh, that's some next level
yeah.
stuff.
In real life, it would be a water mirror, and you have the high up surrounding. So when you sit down, you can enjoy the reflection in the water.
Oh, that is incredible. Incredible.
I I also want to say that when these pieces probably the only thing that I find I like it better on Switch than PC because
Interesting.
the blue and purple I noticed it become a little bit almost like too bright. But on
Oh,
Switch it's more grayed off, so it gives you the English garden kind of vibe.
got it. Got it.
But yeah, yeah.
You feel like it's
Yeah.
that's quite interesting. That's very interesting actually. With the cuz I on my screen it's quite vibrant, especially in the daytime. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
on Switch, because I build on Switch, it's more grayed out. And from each angle, it gives you something because it's a community garden. It should be a lot of pathways, workways, and these corner was kind of like whoever leaving this property, the property you just entered,
Yes.
would have their own flower corners in this community garden and maintaining it, something like that.
I remember that this particular little area that I entered on stream was just magical. Just kind of how you had everything stacked and organized, and you got flowers in the corner. You have this really cute bunk bed system here too.
Their IKEA child zone.
Yes. And then you
Yeah,
have
the tray.
like
Yeah.
mushrooms too.
Uh, Yeah, I was obsessed with that dessert plate full pixel art kind of thing at the time, as you can tell.
It's it's amazing. It really is. It's a lot of fun. Just how you've captured everything and presented it.
Yeah, the center tray piece, this is my remedy for that PCA glitch because I was pretty determined to make the whole plot of my Switch and keep it very Switch limited. And then that one was too good to be taken off. I'll be like, I need to find a way to put a tray in-house on Switch. And this was my way to do it, to make a pixel art.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I would picture some people, the people living in this house would be some party planners and also like dessert planners. So a lot of colors and also props like this mushroom and the bloom, things,
That's a
things like
fun,
this.
yeah, that's a fun thing to point out. Like this would be totally like a party planning area.
Yeah, this is the most colorful shoot on this plot as well.
Want to remind everybody,
Yeah, guys.
thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment. What was your favorite part? And don't forget to follow me for more Palia tours. In a separate video, we will be sitting down with Kelly and interviewing her. It'll be an exclusive members only. I absolutely wholeheartedly welcome any support that y'all have, and I will see you all for the next one. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.